Minus at a good price. But
not to worry about us, we've already been caught.
have you seen any
Delicate sauce. Delicious.
And can you answer our question?
Golden Valley, the only microwave.
Do you know?
Confucius say nuggets of wisdom are never as tasty as these.
Over the years, I've done a couple of commercials for Macy's, you know, the big store. They have the Thanksgiving, you know, parade and stuff like that. So Macy's, wonderful store. I've done a few commercials for them. This one commercial I did, I showed up in New York City on location in this kind of like a townhouse, I guess it was. And there was like a dining room in there. And they were setting up all the lights and everything frantic like usual. And I walked in and I saw these two other Asian actors that were there standing there. This is not the first time or the only time this has happened. So I ended up, they had me do, I was the son of this older Chinese man. And he was talking about the big sale, White Flower Day sale. Okay. So I did the whole thing. And in this case, it's 30 seconds, 28.5 seconds, a 30-second spot of solid spokesperson dialogue done quickly because they jam in essentially too much dialogue. They want to get all these selling points in there. So you have to go at this clip and you can't even take a breath at the wrong place. A lot of people consider it, possibly, you know, the toughest thing to do because there can't be anything that goes wrong. If you take a half a breath in the wrong place, the whole thing gets thrown off. But anyway, so I did the thing, and then after I did it, as they were doing the camera rehearsal, they sent those two guys home. You know, I don't know what they told them, but I kind of felt sorry for them, you know, or whatever. But, you know, that also puts pressure on the actors who's up there where there's two guys, you know, standing there wondering if you're going to drop dead or whatever. And so basically I did that and they changed all the lines and all of this stuff was happening. Okay. So the other actor, the older man, was a small man with this great look on his face. His name was Tommy, and he and I became friendly. We had worked on a Simmons mattress, beauty rest thing, commercial going over the Brooklyn Bridge and stuff, and I talked with him on a break, and he said, "Oh, I feel so bad, you know, because I've got 7 commercials, you know, that right now, and I'm not an actor." He owned a very successful Chinese restaurant in New York, and he's such a great category and type. Okay, a very small man, great look on his face, great age, you know, could play the grandpa if he needed to, and he felt guilty about doing all these TV commercials because he said, you know, the actors, I see them like those guys, you know, or whatever, or something. Anyway, that's all right. You know, we got over that. But he and I are working together. Okay. And so I'm doing this, and then they bring Tommy in, who is now going to speak what I'm saying in English in fluent Cantonese, Chinese. You getting the picture? I'm standing there. He's there. Action. He's talking in Cantonese, and it's like me saying, my father says blah, 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 blah. You know. Well, you know, I guess that's a little confusing. Confusing. Okay. You've got 36 seconds of dialogue packed into 28.5 seconds. He's going full speed, full out Cantonese, and I'm going full speed, full out in English. And that wasn't really the worst of it. All right. So here's Tommy going full bore Cantonese Chinese about Macy's White Flower Days. Here's me going full bore in English about White Flower Days. You might think, well, is that really that bad? The problem is 3/4 or halfway or 3/4 into the copy as we're going along into the commercial. He mentions, what was it? Noritake, Sangyo, Royal Dalton. Those are China, not Chinese China, but like what you eat, dishes. You don't eat the dish, but I mean what they're dishes. I think they're China dishes that are on sale. So 3/4 of the way through or halfway through, we have to sync where he says, blah, 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 blah. And in Chinese, Sangyo, Royal Dalton, whatever, okay? It's not that far. It's not that far from English, all right? He's just saying it with a Chinese accent. So we're going along on this one, okay? Flying through, but we eventually got it. And you know what? The company, I've told you a number of times so far that sometimes they can get nervous over things. It came out that where somebody said something about, do you speak Chinese? And I said, I'm not Chinese. And there was this silence. What are you? I said, well, I'm Japanese extraction. Then there's this worried silence. To put it in a nutshell, what their instant decision on set shooting was to put dark sunglasses on me. Okay? You get it? Yeah? All right? So I'm up there going along with these sunglasses on. You know what? Why don't we just play the commercial?
My father says that at Macy's White Flower Days, you can save 20 to 50% on famous name fine china like Noritake, Sangyo, Royal Dalton, and many more in complete services for 4, 8, and 12. My father chose this translucent china 55-piece service for 8. Originally $120, but at Macy's only $75. Hundreds of other things are on sale at Macy's White Flower Days this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
I tell you the truth.